Hey guys, and welcome to another movie review. This time, I'm going to be reviewing one of my favourite movies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Spider-Man: Far From Home. If you guys remember, I reviewed Spider-Man: No Way Home on New Year's Day last year, and I really love that movie, but Far From Home has got to be the best of the MCU Spider-Man trilogy. And I just count myself really lucky to have it on DVD as a two-movie collection along with Spider-Man Homecoming, which is also a pretty good movie. I will have to rewatch it someday, and maybe that'll be a good future video. So yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame. So basically, Thanos has been defeated, but we've lost a lot of people as well. Like, we've lost Iron Man, we've lost Black Widow, we've lost Captain America, and we've lost Vision. It was just unbelievable. And Peter Parker is still reeling from the effects of that. And while also getting ready to go on a trip with his class to Europe, which is actually really cool because because it's kind of cool to have a teacher take a class on a trip to Europe, like the whole of Europe. It's kind of cool. While doing that, Peter is also trying to win the affections of MJ, who was actually introduced in Homecoming 2 years prior, and who is, of course, played by Zendaya, and who, of course, plays a very, very pivotal role in No Way Home. If you want to see that, you can just go check out that video. But yeah. And anyway, Peter is going to Europe and trying to get with MJ while also tackling the difficulties of being Spider-Man. And he is also being recruited by Nick Fury to help him with these different elemental beings that had been brought over from another universe, along with their own superhero, Quentin Beck, otherwise known by the public as Mysterio. Now, Mysterio, for lots of you Spider-Man fans out there, I'm sure you'll know that Mysterio is one of Spidey's most famous villains. But you'll have to wait and see. So Quentin Beck then says to Spider-Man that he was from another Earth, and so in a way, this movie kicked off the multiverse saga of MCU films, which is what we're currently in right now with the multiverse. And I mean, come on, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness literally had multiverse in the title on the Loki series, but I digress. So Peter and Mysterio then battle these elementals. There's a guy made of water and a massive monster made of fire, and pretty much Mysterio turns out to be a great superhero. That is, until it's revealed that these monsters were all just projections. They were illusions. Mysterio was actually a former employee of Stark Industries who created this illusion tech that Tony Stark had actually brushed off. And Quentin was absolutely miffed at that. So he decided to use the technology to make himself a hero. And he would basically endanger everybody else. So he basically wanted to use the technology for his own personal gain. And all the what and it turns out Peter's personal life got a bit twisted because he actually ended up getting closer to MJ, and during the fight with the fire elemental, one of the projectors he webbed one of the projectors and it landed right near MJ. And so when Peter brought her outside to talk, it turns out MJ kind of figured that Peter was Spider-Man. And that is actually pretty cool. Up until that point, I've never seen any iteration of MJ who actually figured out that Peter was Spider-Man. I mean, if you think about it, the Sam Raimi version of MJ from 2002 to 2007, she figured it out in the second film. Well, she actually was shown it, and I can't exactly remember what happened with Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man films, but this MJ figured it out. And so basically they ended up, so basically Peter, Ned, his best friend, and MJ decided to work together to foil Mysterio's plan. And they eventually did, with this massive battle in London with the help of Happy Hogan and a brand new suit that Peter himself created that actually had like a sort of web parachute and underarm webs that worked as wings, like gliders. That is actually pretty amazing. And it all ended with Mysterio being beaten and his drones being sent back. And so Spidey and MJ, then we end the movie with Spidey and MJ swinging around the city, but it doesn't end there. There's actually a cliffhanger. At some point, a news bulletin arrives and it sees Mysterio, and it turns out he's actually framing Spider-Man for his crimes. And the Daily Bugle has actually, and that story was given to them by the Daily Bugle, with J. Jonah Jameson, played by J.K. Simmons, the same guy who played him in the Sam Raimi films, and also they also showed that Mysterio revealed Peter's identity as Spider-Man, ending it on a massive that, and eventually all culminating in the events of Spider-Man No Way Home. And that was a pretty epic cliffhanger. So all in all, Far From Home is an amazing movie. Possibly my absolute favourite Spider-Man MCU film. And yes, hopefully and I do hope to do a review on Homecoming at some point, but for now, we're just Far From Home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys do want me to do Spider-Man Homecoming, let me know in the comments down below, and as always, have a nice day.